Hey guys, this is Al with El Rey Collection, and I know you guys like this type of video. Don't have a ton of stuff to do, but it's a mail day, so I'm gonna open some things here from all over the world. We got what do we got today? We got like Argentina, Netherlands, Germany. Um, Here in the U.S., we've got well, can't really remember. Looks like some more Germany. So let's let's get to it. I guess I'll get some of this big ones out of the way here that don't really fit on this other camera. Here, as Paul and I were talking the other day, it's this we actually kind of enter what I consider a slow period for collectibles and specifically sports cars in the U.S. As people kind of get focused on the holidays. So, and I'd say that I'd love to make some additional acquisitions, but it all just depends when things come up, really. So in this stuff, I think you'll see a lot of the types of things I usually do, including a modern card, which is pretty rare that I do those, as I think also most of you know. But I do those from time to time for different reasons, mostly aesthetics and just collecting. And just remember, I'm a collector, so there's not a lot of investment pieces in here. Although some of them you could make the case that they will turn out to be long-term collectibles. Wow, this is some heavy-duty duct tape on this box. I thought it was going to be easier, so let's just do old school, rip it open. Let's see what we can get here. All right. So we've got some packaging. All right. And then we got always make sure everything's empty. All right. So here it's like a package within a package. It's fun. So we will open this up. See what we get from Germany. Amazon Germany. They're all over the place, right? Amazon. Especially on this Black Friday. We can't really move anywhere without seeing an Amazon truck here, at least where I live. All right. So this is cool. Very, very cool. So this is the Cristiano Ronaldo 1/1 Taddy card, which, I think a lot of you guys know that I collect Taddy cards from the actual original listings. But this is Cristiano Ronaldo, which they had some, older players, and they also had some modern players at the time. And this came from a Futura set called the Lost Taddies, and they've got this is a Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't know how you guys can see this, if you can see that well. But yeah, so most of the cards in the sets are numbered to 10. But there are some modern players and some other legends like Maradona that are labeled to 1. So and then these were lost for Futura for a number of years, and then ultimately refound and sold this year. So happy to have this 1/1 modern card in an old vintage motif. Very, very excited, and those are hard to find because obviously there are not many of them. 1/1s. Let's see what's in this little package. So that's a Futura Ronaldo 1/1 in 24 karat gold border. Just love the way those cards look. That may actually now be my favorite Ronaldo, surpassing obviously his rookie. And so let's see what else we've got. this one. I like the painter's tape. Painter's tape is always good. And 3M. Let's see what we got in here. So easy to take off the painter's tape as opposed to other types of tape that stick so readily and potentially can damage cards. So here's some more here. Let's see what we got. Oh, okay, yeah. So this is just some small. These are from the UK Traditions. I don't normally buy stuff like this, but actually a friend of mine just had these cards and sent them over. It's actually a guy who collects the Taddies with me, and he said he had some extras, and if I wanted them, and I said sure. So UK Traditions, I don't think I've ever bought any card of that. The Messi, from my perspective, was always mislabeled, and while it is, these are kind of custom cards, not great cards to get. The Beckham photo on this I thought was pretty cool, and it was free. So my friend Donnie sent those over. So certainly enjoy the way that those look. And let's take a look at this one, who comes from PWCC, and this is from a collector. Actually, it wasn't an auction win. It's from another really mega important collector for the hobby with Brazilian cards, if I'm not wrong. So let's see if we can make this. And it's just great. I love trading with collectors. Yeah, sure, it's great to get them, but this is part of a larger trade, and I think some of you may recognize this. This is the 1957 Oliveira and Benassi Garrincha. I have the Pele card that goes up right against him, so I'll have to Instagram that with being reunited with his brother. The back, this is removed, right? So there's not a ton of there's a little bit of extra paper on here, but generally pretty clean, and it gets a 1. The Pele that I have is a 1.5. So there we go. Nice to have it. I didn't have it, right? And that's what most of my collection's going off of right now is are items that I don't have. So the next one here comes from also Germany. So God, that's one of the things I love about soccer collecting, right? You get all these packages from all over the world. Of course, it adds an element of risk with customs and time in terms of when things actually arrive. But it's fun. So here you go. You got thanks Al. Best regards from Germany. Let's see how this is. And a lot of people from all over the world do this. They create a card or some sort of a barrier, and then they basically use that as this particular one is coming from Dresden, and I just find it interesting. Every country has its own style in terms of what's accepted packaging. I think that probably Spain may be kind of the bottom of the barrel, followed by Italy, but some of the Nordic countries and and Germany generally take the packaging actually quite serious. So let's see. Oh, here it is. Okay, so this actually is a Pele. I think it's called Pif Paf or Pif Caf. This is it's not a very common sticker. It's a French sticker, I believe. This particular one is removed. I just didn't have. Again, it's for me. Most of my collecting right now is about collecting items that I didn't have. So maybe this isn't Pif Caf. I'll have to go back and double check this. But this is removed. It's not an incredibly valuable sticker, but since I didn't have it, I like the image. It's from a perforated set. Here, you can see some back damage. Yep. Okay, so it is in it's in French. So I'll have to remind myself if you want to see this on the small one. So here's, which I noticed today is a little bit clearer. Here's the Garrincha. Here's the Pele without the rings. So, and then here is the Ronaldo, the review. So those are really kind of good and fun. All right, we've got this one, which comes to us from, where's this come from? Oh, the Netherlands. Ah, this is another small item, I believe. But still, so we'll put the Pele over here. So that's fun. We hope everybody's having a great, end of the year. This year just flew by with all COVID and everything. So we're already, on the cusp of December. So, hopefully everybody has a great holiday season here. It's been, a good year for sure. It's a little bit better than last year. Okay, so this is the Pele card that comes from, oh man, why am I having a blank on all these sets today? It's the, what is it, 72, 73? This is the Voteball International, where they have these kind of creepy drawings. The Pele, actually, I don't mind, but the one that really looks funny is the George Best. He looks like he's totally possessed. And here was a freebie Neeskens from here as well from Holland. So pretty excited about that. Again, I didn't have this one. I've seen it many times, and I just never picked it up. So now that I start seeing up these things that I don't have, I'm just picking them up. And then here's a DHL, which this one I think is coming from Argentina. Oh, interesting packaging this time. It's like some foam inside the thing. All right, pull this aside here. All right, so let's see what we got. We will undo this tape. And, I think in general, I think I know what's in here. There's, we just passed 1 year of Maradona passing. And I think, his cards obviously shot up after he passed, and then they've had a little of kind of a reprieve, or at least not the same growth we've seen from Pele and some others. So I think that there's a number of people out there that believe that that there is some opportunity in Pele cards. In Maradona cards. So, I would tend to believe that too. I've been a huge believer that he will be, certainly in the top 5, probably in the top 4, when everything's said and done from a collecting, standpoint. So, he's not his 78 crack cards are still very inexpensive. This is a great Raimundo Orsi dollar card. Absolute legend. Played. This is so cool. This is. I'll explain that card in a second. And then we've got, you know, a few Maradona rookies from the 78 Campionato. So, you know, so these, as I was just describing a second ago, the 78 crack, you know, I think these are, usually they come in terrible shape, as these do. You can see, well, this one's not that bad, but you can see here, you know, it looks like it's a nice front, but then you're going to have a lot of paper loss on the back. That's pretty common in these Maradonas. Some of them are better than others. This one has also the same type of paper loss. Again, these are almost always exclusively in albums. So there you go. And then this one's particularly worse. You know, in a way though, you know, you get the sense that having these cards and knowing that they're removed from the albums, I still have part of the album. You can see, you know, here it does, at least it adds to the authenticity of the item. And in this day where we're seeing more and more, unfortunately, fakes, because now as the dollars get higher, people, you know, fake them. You know, you at least feel like these are really, you know, solid pieces. And this Orsi dollar card, you know, he is, as those of you who follow me a lot know, that one of my most wanted cards is the Stagni from Italy. But this particular one here is just epic. When he's playing for Independiente, he's got this fantastic. He's got a number of cards in the set, which actually spans 3 or 4 years. And so here he is in his Independent jersey, right there, with the dollar. And these are super hard to find in good condition. This will probably be a 1.5. And then this particular one, this Sigarias Fontenares, is a punched card, and I'll show this to you close up in a second. But it's just, man, I've never had an example from this set. I think you see better actually on this camera. And this is just so great. I mean, it's so fragile. And this is a Tessitore, who was the goalkeeper, and it's just, it has this punch that you can see here, this outline. Actually, maybe you can see better on this camera. This outline, very similar to the Alcantara cards from like Orthi out of Spain. And this, I've just never found any card from this issue. So, you know, just getting one from the issue and of an amazing, you know, early keeper is just insane from my perspective. So, you know, I think that if I'm not wrong, let me see. Yeah, I think that's all I've got for you guys today. So here's the review. 3 Maradona 78s. Big believer in this card over the long run. A nice little Johan Niskas. He's Johan, the almost as great as the Cruyff. You've got a really nice French Pele that you don't see many of out there. You got this classic Pele from the early 70s from that set, which is blowing my mind. I can't remember. We've got a really cool modern card in Cristiano Ronaldo here. The Futura Tati sets, 1 of 1. And then we've got, you know, some great Argentine early cards. Here on this camera. I don't know. Sorry, I'm getting used to using multiple cameras here. And then we've got the Garrincha 57 to be reunited with his Pele. So, that's what I got for you guys today. That's my mail day over the last couple of weeks, which I guess will be my only mail day in the month of November, because November is coming to a close. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and it seems like you guys do enjoy watching my mail more than my regular videos, but it's probably just to get an idea of what I'm buying. By the way, I if I were you, I wouldn't necessarily be buying these same things. They're just filling holes in my collection in certain niches. This is certainly not telling you to go out and buy these things as investments. These are just things that I have from my collection. So hope that you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. It's Al at El Rey Collection. Please give me a like if you like this, and subscribe. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.